How's it going? How's it going? And makeup. Alrighty. Hello, everybody, and welcome to my NFL Saturday recap. Sorry, and we have a hosting Denver Broncos going up against the Buffalo Bills in a AFC divisional round matchup, and for a match that I didn't know where this could have gone. I strongly went with Denver before prior to the game, and reluctantly my pick paid off. Fortunately, my parlay didn't, but won a game 33-30. Game went to overtime. I didn't get a chance to completely watch the whole game in its entirety. I am actually right now running back the highlights as we speak. So I did see the stats. So I mean, I'm going to pull this up. Um, Surprisingly and unfortunately, like I said, the Denver Broncos will advance to the AFC Championship game, but unfortunately, due to injuries, unfortunately that'll happen during the playoffs. They will be without both next week during the AFC Championship game. They will be finding out who they will face in tomorrow's matchup against the sorry, Patriots versus the Houston Texans. So let me see. So, as a team overall, the the Buffalo Bills have definitely owned the overall possessional part, especially on the runs. They converted most of their third downs, which always shows good poise. The Buffalo Bills are always good, like I said, in converting on drives. So I'm not surprised they had 266 yards passing, um, 28 first downs. The thing I think that hurt them the most was the sacks they took and the fumbles that gave away and the two interceptions. So, of course, if you cash on those opportunities, then you will win the game. Like I said, the Buffalo Bills have forced the Denver Broncos to go punt four times within this game. Again, I don't know if y'all can see. The Denver Broncos only had rush. Yeah, it really was a good game. Really, am starting to, why I said, run back the highlights as we speak now. And like I said, 349 yards of total offense for the Denver Broncos. And still coming through with the win. Like I said, it shows just how good of a poised team they are. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm hoping that they can pull through without Bo Nix. Again, they were the most poised team going into this game and going into the playoffs itself. So knowing that the fact that they're just unfortunately a main man down who's been there with them from the start, and again, nothing taken away. They're absolutely as they are. The Broncos showed you that they can be on that top echelon tier, and especially now as of today, they have done really well. I really cannot lie. As an overall team, because defense is loaded. Offense, it might have some hit or miss days, but overall, they are a very good team. Like I said, going forward, I don't know who will they be in the next matchup against, so I won't give a pick right now, but it's going to be very hard, especially without Bo Nix within the lineup for me, because I feel he does very good enough. Rather, if you want to say, oh, he's a great game manager with legs, that helps him out, creates plays and extend plays more. And now I feel like that takes away from the option and the threat of running an RPI also as well. Again, this is a very good game from both teams. Go Hawks. Okay, Seahawks. Yeah, they had pulled through. They absolutely poured on. I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into their game in just a few. Again, if your team did advance, congratulations to them. Again, my team is out, so anybody's team that's going to make it through all the way, I'm hoping that is a positive. Let's see. Nice job. It's a positive all the way for y'all. Hopefully. Yeah, I'm just like I said, I'm still just watching the highlights now. I'm just seeing the connection from both Knicks who's at Franklin. Oh, Humphrey. Okay. So, but yeah, overall the team has done like very good. Like I said, I don't know where they would be now. Like I said, without every single piece, and like I said, they made enough plays off of the Buffalo Bills to force turnovers and to create opportunities. Like I said, that's why they didn't have to really. Um, their offense wasn't even really on the field as much, and even if so, the defense still made plays for them to have great field position and everything. So again, congratulations to the Denver Broncos again. Hoping that they'll have maybe a. Again, I'm not too sure where I am as far as picks going in the next week. If it's against the Patriots, maybe I give them a fair shake. Now, if it's against Houston, now that's an iffy situation. Now that's a because even Houston's a very iffy team. I'm not saying like, oh, I wouldn't pick, but they are scary enough. So, but yeah, the Buffalo Bills, I really had some type of awareness. I had the awareness of them. I remember the Week One matchup against the Baltimore Ravens, so I already know who Josh Allen is. It's just I'm waiting for him to pull through at some point because Joe Burrow has done it, and then we already know Kryptonite has been Mahomes and the Chiefs. So again, very good overall game. Like I said, I'm just still now looking. Of course, it seemed like the Buffalo Bills more so, besides their blunders in the first half. Um, they absolutely did do a very great job at converting downs and scoring on the second half. So I can definitely see how this team uh, did did a lot more better, like I said, within the second half possession. Probably did a different second half lineup, probably saying play calling. So again, you need those adjustments, especially during playoff time. Again, I'm gonna get into the next game again. I'm gonna get into the next game as well too. Seattle Seahawks against the 49ers. Um, Overall did not expect. I expect a competitive game. I did not expect the game to end up ending like that per se. But to sum up the basically the Seattle Seahawks versus the 49ers, and again I think I had players on my player prop. I should have took uh, the Seattle Seahawks wide receiver, OG Nix for the anytime, but I picked Christian McCaffrey, and I see how that played out. So again, 41-6, Seattle Seahawks, complete, belt to ass, complete belt to ass. There's no subjectiveness about it. They completely dominated the game, only with 281 yards of total offense. So, San Fran, they're playing the bye week. They're playing the bye week for the next couple weeks until week one or preseason at this point. So, but yeah, complete domination. 49ers took the overall passing yards um, per down. They converted more, but I guess it didn't really make a difference. I'm guessing when you're running 60 plays in total, it helps. It helps out, but again, they had way more penalties. I think they had three. Not that many turnovers during this game, but again, the Seattle Seahawks complete ran rush y'all. They ran the ball more, so 175 yards on the ground. Completely running the clock out. I'm pretty sure that they were dominating the time of possession. And like I said, they played to their game. They played to their strengths. Kenneth Walker Jr. had over 114 yards on the ground, which, like I said, when you're already playing with the lead, you're not. When you're playing already with the lead, there's not too much to come back from at that point. 49ers unfortunately didn't get that much in. Again, Brock Purdy, I think he had 128 passing yards with one interception. So again, with miscues and unfortunateness, the Seattle Seahawks capitalized on everything. You could tell that they were hungry going into the game. I heard that Sam Darnold was going to be questionable, which kind of did shake my pick. So unfortunately, I think Christian McCaffrey he had over. I'm pretty sure he had over 60 yards of total scrimmage yards. Not too many targets as far as we're concerned, because again, San Fran can't stretch the field out with Kittle being injured. So we ended up having, like I said, the score of the 41-6. Seattle Seahawks will be in the NFC Championship game. Who that is determined from? That will be from the Chicago Bears versus the Rams, which will be a pretty interesting matchup coming on later on this evening to determine that match. So hopefully, like I said, I'm guessing it's going to be that game is going to go down by one possession. I can honestly see any team having a hard time with the 40 with sorry with the Seattle Seahawks. So I feel if the Rams do pull through, that maybe can be your best choice. But if Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears win, then we're having an iffy discussion. And if we're going on covering the spread, I honestly feel that the game will come down to one possession. Now, if Chicago wins, I'm not sure who to pick in the NFC Championship game. The it will come down to like that probably that last couple hours beforehand. That I do apologize. I can definitely give you a guaranteed pick of mine, but right now I would say Seattle's going to have my walkway until I have a different feel. So again, guys, if your team did advance, congratulations. Um, Unfortunately, like I said, for the 49ers, dealt with all the injuries and all the injuries that they're dealing with. And Overall, great game from every team. So I'm not going to wasn't going to give too long of a take, but I'm definitely looking forward for another divisional round of playoffs coming tomorrow. Hopefully, are you? Again, be tuned in, and then make sure you tune into my live sessions again. And I will be covering tomorrow's games as well. Again, congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks and also the Denver Broncos on advancing to the conference championships. So we'll be waiting to see who they will face come tomorrow. And again, make sure y'all subscribe, like the live, and we'll be tuning in next time. Take it easy, guys.